For the Osa, do it all. Do Blackberry Sage. And Blackberry Sage, such a hot, it's a script name and a comedian. Give it up for the so sexy Blackberry Sage.
Yeah. Okay. Press the red button. Okay.
Got it.
That's what she said.
Ow!
Okay. So, yeah, I am always on a journey to grow spiritually. And so lately I've been taking an approach to life that's different for me. And my mantra these days is that life is a surprise party. Full of surprises all the time. It's no longer a box of chocolates. It used to be, but now life is a box of surprises. And so I've been doing some different things I wouldn't normally do. So when I wake up in the morning, this is what I say to myself. In a British voice, I say, life is a surprise party full of people, places, things, situations, and circumstances. All of them gifts and gateways to deeper meaning. And I think about Bill Clinton, right? Saying that shit back in, when he was like, yeah, it's a gateway to deeper meaning. Anyway, a gateway to deeper meaning. So in the spirit of life is a box of surprises, as opposed to a bag of dicks, I went to the nude beach by myself. The one note I had to make to myself is I packed way too much gear. It was like, I was like a SEAL Team 6. I mean, I had a tent, I had a half a tent, 2 blankets, like king-size blankets, a fold-up chair, no sunscreen, but like this very adhesive oil with viscosity, like moisturizing body oil, and I slithered up in that shit. And because I'm kind of a prick in some ways, I'm petty, and I wanted the envy of all the melanin challenged people to just see me glistening like a oil dipped raisin as I sauntered down the beach with my medium-sized penis just like sauntering, oil dripping off of everything. And that was a mistake because later when I didn't have like the water shoes, and the terrain was like hot, and I stumbled and now I'm like a dark piece of sandpaper grit 50. And so then I had to go in the ocean, which was a whole nother trip. But some interesting things happened at the nude beach. There was a gentleman who had 3 dogs off the leashes, and as I was setting up my tent and stuff, very engaged in the activity, I felt a nudge along my belt line in the back, and just, hey, that's a little, and it was a little puppy. And I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And I hear this voice, Pepper, Pepper, I'm sorry, sir. These dogs just don't listen. Pepper, do you want a puppy? I was like, no, I'm not a dog person. I'm a people person. I'm into people, places, things, situations, and circumstances. And this is not a people, place, thing, or circumstance that I really want to be involved in. And, so that happened. It was notable. I got hit on. I was flattered, but like cringe at the same time. And so then, to close the loop, as I was packing up all my gear, all my SEAL Team 6 shit, and it was easy getting down to the beach because it was downhill, but going out of that one, I was sweating like a black dude covered in oil in the hot sun. Fuck me running, right? It's a strange thing. There were clothed people there, like families and shit, right? Like on vacation. I was like, what the fuck? Like with tweener kids. And so I was like, oh, okay, I know what you came to see. And I just played out, catching the sun, lights waving. Because, so you can have something to talk about on the car ride or in therapy. So as I was leaving the beach, I noticed a gentleman who was not melanaly challenged, but he wasn't a black dude. He was from like India. I could tell because he had, anybody would have been able to tell. And he was so like vibrant, and he was like, "Hello, sir," and I was like, "Oh, okay." He noticed me, and I said, just knee jerk because I was like, okay, happy Sunday. He said, "Happy Sunday," and he noticed my guitar case. And he was like, "Oh, you play music?" I said, "Well, I dabble a little bit." And he said, and he starts gushing, "Music is the universe's gift, and it's magical, and this and that." And me trying to be friendly at the nude beach, I was like, "So, do you have any hobbies, or what do you do?" And he was like, "I do therapeutic massage." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I said, and just still, I'm like, out of my element. I said, "Well, do you have a card?" And then I was distracted. I heard like a wind or a bush something, and I turned back, and he had a card. And then I was like, "Fuck, he's naked." Where did he get this card? Okay, so I took the card, and then I was like, "I'm not gonna get punked by this." So I just had some false bravado, and I took a step toward him, and I said, "Listen, if you are gonna give me a therapeutic massage, you're not gonna touch me inappropriately, are you?" And then my eyes drifted down, and I said, "God damn." It was like a depressed elephant trunk, right? But that wasn't the most striking feature. It was, he had a patch of, what was it called? Vitiligo. It's that disease where your skin starts losing pigment. And I couldn't take my eyes off it. I mean, it was like a 50-cent piece blotch of he's brown everywhere else, then this striking white spot on his balls, and I was like, and I looked him in the eye, and I said, "You're not gonna touch me inappropriately, are you?" And he said, "I will do it however you like."
Hey!
Okay, from this moment forward, I am no longer fist bumping. Me and Eric are going to start a trend. That Eric right there, the one that's that one. We are going to start the fingertip, and when you walk up to somebody, say, "Just the tip."
Hey!
I expect someone that was at a nude beach to give me a tip.
Oh, you didn't get a tip. Oh.
Here, no, come give me. Come on.
Oh, you gotta give me a
finger
tip.
me.
Come on.